Commission on Elections or Comelec approves Duterte Youth Chairman Ronald Cardema's last-minute bid to become the party list group's nominee in the 2019 elections Tuesday. Comelec spokesperson James Jimenez says, quote, "The substitution bid of Ronald Cardema as Duterte Youth nominee has been approved, with one commissioner dissenting and one abstention. The poll body's decision means Cardema will be able to assume the post as party list representative in the lower house in the incoming 18th Congress. The party list won one seat in the 2019 elections. Cardema's Congress bid was approved despite a petition filed by election lawyers and youth groups arguing that the timing of Cardema's filing of substitution had invalidated his bid. They also pointed out Cardema is 3 years over the age limit for a representative of the youth sector. Groups argue the move was a mockery of the law and a brazen attempt to circumvent Comelec rules. The Senate says it has no time left to pass the controversial measure making the Reserve Officers Training Corps or ROTC program mandatory for grades 11 and 12. Duterte certified as urgent the mandatory ROTC bill Monday, June 3, the second to the last day of session. Senate Majority Leader Juan Miguel Zubiri says Malacañang should have issued the certifications earlier. He says, quote, "These measures will take a lot of hours of debate. We have a different system in the Senate. The committee approves it quickly, but debates happen here on plenary." Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon agrees with Zubiri. He says, quote, "There is nothing in the President's certification which would shorten the debate on any measure. The debates will be governed by the rules of the Senate." Senate President Tito Sotto agrees, saying, quote, "Even if the chamber approves the bills on final reading, there is still a need to convene the bicameral conference committee to thresh out differences between the House and Senate versions. The 17th Congress is set to adjourn June 8. Some legislators oppose the bill, arguing that requiring ROTC for students would expose them to corruption. The UP Vanguard, an alumni organization of UP ROTC graduates, says, quote, "We cannot use minors as part of the reserve component without violating the protocol," referring to the optional protocol to the Convention of the Rights of the Child on the Involvement of Children in Armed Conflict, which the Philippines is a signatory to. Senator Coco Pimentel tells Senator Cynthia Villar to mind her own party Tuesday after Villar scolded him and Senator Pacquiao over the Senate leadership issue. He says it was just a friendly conversation, and that is just how Senator Villar is when she's agitated. He adds, quote, "I know that we have to fix our own party. Nobody has to tell us. Mind your own party. If you have problems with your party, do not assume that we also have a problem in our party." Villar confronted Pimentel and Manny Pacquiao Monday as the latter were routing the draft resolution expressing support for the continued leadership of Senate President Tito Sotto in the 18th Congress.
Kasi ikaw, dinala mo kay Soto, yung mga kapartido mo, sabi ninyo, mag-good time lang kayo, eh biglang sinabi nyo na supporting sila kayo.
It was Senator Panfilo Lacson who drafted the resolution backing Soto. Grab will deactivate at least 8,000 Transport Network Vehicle Services or TNVS partners by June 10. Grab Philippines President Brian Koo says the company will deactivate TNVS partners who have not yet submitted any proof that they were granted provisional authority by the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board or LTFRB. Koo says, quote, "This will reduce the number of vehicles servicing our commuting public, thus inconveniencing many Filipinos. We would want to avoid this from happening, but we are bound to comply with our regulator. Deactivating TNVS partners means longer waiting time for bookings and price surges due to limited supply." Koo says the deactivated drivers can still apply for a slot. Forbes magazine officially declares Jay-Z hip-hop's first billionaire. The rapper has multi-million stakes in Armand Dubragna Champagne, Deuce Cognac, Uber, entertainment company Rock Nation, and streaming service Tidal. Forbes says Jay-Z has, quote, "accumulated a fortune that conservatively totals $1 billion, making him one of only a handful of entertainers to become a billionaire and the first hip-hop artist to do so." He and his superstar wife Beyoncé also own mansions in East Hampton, New York, and Los Angeles' Bel Air neighborhood. Jay-Z's producer Swizz Beatz says, quote, "A guy that looks like us, sounds like us, loves us, made it to something that we always felt that was above us. If he's a billionaire now, imagine what he's about to be."